Donc là, on est à New York, c'est le berceau du hip-hop. Et pour moi, c'est spécial parce que c'est la première fois que je viens ici.
Ah, ça me change de la croix de Chao, je te le dis.
Je voulais voir de mes propres yeux qu'est-ce que c'était la vraie vibe new-yorkaise. Caleaf, qui fait partie des Dance Fusion et des Mob Top, c'est un ancien de la scène new-yorkaise. Il est très très fort et il est très très grand, c'est pour ça qu'on l'appelle Big Leaf.
A lot of people ask us all the time, like, where does the house music culture come from? Actually, it comes from club culture because we are kids who went to the clubs. And what does that mean? That means we didn't only go to places that played house music, we went to places that played music. Wherever there was good music, that's where you would find us. It didn't matter if it was dance hall or reggae music, hip hop, R&B, and house, because all of us were coming from hip-hop into house. The clubs that we used to go to, mostly hip-hop clubs, but these clubs lost their insurance because those clubs were too violent. If you dress nice, people they would try to rob you, hurt you, to take what you have, and then there would be fights, people getting hurt. There's so many different things that went on. The club owners could not afford to keep the clubs open. So this is what led us to the house scene without knowing it, because we went to the clubs, like I said, that had this different music. And then that's when a lot of us discovered house in a club setting. And when we first went to the club where they played just house, you see the energy is not like a hip hop club. It's totally different. So for us, that is the culture. Very peaceful, very loving, very open, and wanting to receive you and allow you to come in. Hip hop is more like, you know, more bad boy, people profiling, want to dress. It's two different worlds. And also around that time, there was a style of house music called hip house, which was a combination of house music and hip hop together. I'll give you one song, Girl, I'll House You by the Jungle Brothers. Girl, I'll house you. Girl, I'll house you. You're in my hut now. So that was a combination of hip hop and house. This is how it started for a lot of us. The origin of house music, Chicago. They brought Frankie Knuckles from New York, brought him to Chicago to play in a club called The Warehouse. And this is where that whole term house music comes from, because people wanted the music from the warehouse. We were still doing a lot of hip hop and social dances that we knew before we ever met house music. No one said, oh, this movement is foundation. No, that came much later, that we decided to like, oh, well, this is something that we all do. So these steps that we had in common came when we started teaching. When we were dancing, everybody just shared with each other in the club. So it wasn't until someone said, can you teach me what you guys are doing? That's when it started. I have an event called the 36 Chambaz of Stylez. I do this along with my brother Buddah Strech. We have a hip hop and house intensive. This is a dance intensive that lasts 7 days. And then we have a big party where we celebrate the lives of Voodoo Ray and Marjorie.
Buddah Strech, c'est le OGs du hip-hop à New York. C'est l'organisateur justement du battle Step Ya Game Up. Donc Link, c'est pour moi un des patrons du hip-hop et une des oreilles les plus musicales que j'ai pu voir dans toute ma carrière.
It's basically like a dance camp, and each day is a different criteria, and it's based on martial arts. And that's the idea behind it. Each day is a different chamber, and each day we have 3 different teachers per class showing 3 different perspectives on how to build your own dance. First time I taught a class, I went into the class and I said, I'm just gonna show them like I showed them in the club. No counts, no mirror, none of that. It was just like, okay, follow me. This is how we do it in the club. And then over time, you learn to teach better. You learn you have to count for some people. You have to explain the rhythm for some people. You have to explain the technique. But that's takes time.
I took a lot of
first learn is just go into class.
Like, yo, you follow me, just do what I do.
Just follow me, do what I do.
Everybody's getting a little linky man and feeling like 50 way back in North Bay. RD, talk about goddamn it, use some other shit. 301 screaming fall, on my loving shit. Poppin' tags by them more niggas on these dummy shit. Bring my same nose, four toe nose, black and yellow boots with the boots in the jumpsuit. We shot a nigga and the go back last week. We with the cat who got shot last week. Riding at the meter, plug and really pumping me. Go some bad shit, you don't want no rounds with a JKC. Got the king of the streets. I never had to struggle when the gangs on my feet. Always take time, so it's hard to defeat. And trust me, nigga, haven't looked hard for a beat, huh? He ain't read this hard in a long time. Do a street popping all Vita doing lines. Put some homies always see my line to the guys. I'm a light, really take it to the power, he gon' like it. Ain't no fear, I'm never winning. Shut up, ain't no telling when we do it, we just shoot and get ya. Got a bad thing in they line, ask why with some ties, keep my.
The first time we saw the Japanese dancers,
I was shocked.
we were shocked. We were like, wow. Like,
When I first was offered to go to Japan, and they said you have many fans there, I was like, there's dancers in Japan? Like literally, I was blown away. I had no idea that they even danced in Japan.
yeah. I think the European scene is great. I think they need to party more and battle less.
They need more parties at the events, so they get out of their whole battle mentality. I'm only coming for the battle. I'm only coming for the battle.
Everything cannot be just competition.
Yeah.
there has to be communication other than because after you do this, now what?